Greetings. Yeah, so there's been some discussion about the setup of the MTX, BTX front end. So I have it on scales right now. This is already calibrated. So you'll notice that once I sit on the sled, the weight distribution is 43% in the front and 57 in the back. I imagine with gear on that might shift a bit, but as it stands right now, I'm approximately 195, 200 pound rider. And this is how the sled is set up. I also noticed that somebody discussed that stock Yamaha has the springs tightened all the way down. I assume on both sides. It wasn't clear from the person who posted, but given that the weight distribution of the sled itself is a right side bias, the springs would need to be recalibrated to get the basically 50-50 bias. In this case, we try to set it around 21.5 for each side, or get as close as we can to that. So I'm just going to do a quick walk around and show you what we've got going on. So on this side, as you can see from the threads, we're set up a bit higher. And those are just some initial marks I've made through the whole calibration process. So on this side, we're set up a little looser on the spring tension. And if you come around to this side, so to compensate for the weight differential, you'll notice that this spring is pretty darn tight down. We're a couple threads off the bottom. But overall, you definitely have a weight bias to this side because of the things that exist under here. So as you notice on this side, you have your oil tank, your muffler, turbo, exhaust, plumbing, some additional electrical, plus the mounts for all this stuff. So you have quite a bit of weight on this side, as opposed to the other side, you just basically have the clutches on this side. So on this side, as you can see, you got a pretty empty area, except for the clutches. And on this side, in addition to all the additional hardware, you have the chain case oil and the motor oil, which provides an additional wet weight to the sled. Anyway, so let me get on. Before I get on, this is our overall weight of the sled. As it sits, is 641 pounds, 640 pounds. I'm going to sit on it, and you'll see the weight change. So, I don't know if you can see that, but we're running right around. I'm sitting back a little bit. If I take my natural forward position, which is about right here, you'll see we're running just about 43% of the weight up front and 57% of the weight in the back, with a total weight of 845 pounds. I think that makes me about a 203 pound rider, or 204 pound rider. I guess I put on some weight. Good eating today. Anyway, so that's basically where we're at. You can see the splits on this. And the slightest shift in weight, you'll see, obviously it changes the scales, but that's what you want. You want the sled to be responsive, both left and right, and front and rear. So that's the setup that I've come to. And as it looks underneath, let me take a shot over here so you can see the scale. So we have one scale right here under the most rear arm, We have another scale under the front arm. And you can just slide this out of the way. You can see the scale under there. And front shock. And then actually wound up putting quite a bit more tension on the front shock. And that's where we're at. And that's basically it. Thank you for watching.